mattress from downstairs is now upstairs. I will fess up and confess in a moment. Do a lot of playing in these woods here. Kids don't play anymore. Hacksaw the back wheels off, they were bigger, and then hacksaw the front wheels off. Then you get an old plank and you'd get some nails. Another home day, right. The conservatory. So Sandra has been whittling down some of her bits and bobs from upstairs. Again, you if you know what I'm on about. So she's now got, we'll go up and have a look, I think 4 or 5 boxes of stuff that she's definitely keeping, which I'm going to bring down and try and pile into the conservatory. I'm going to move. We've got this single mattress in the living room at the moment from a bed that was up in the box room. I needed some space, so I've got. Let's go and have a look. Obviously, Sandra uses this little area here as a Soho. Do you know what a Soho is? A small office, home office. And this room used to have a single bed, which we took out. So I've got here what I'm going to just put down as things to do with Christmas, so they can definitely come out. There's a couple of things that need to go back to the caravan, and then I've got 1, 2, 3, 4 laptops, with which I've now pretty well diagnosed. 2 of them are scrap, 1 of them is okay, so I'm going to collapse those up, and then I've got this room then that can become, in inverted commas, another storage room, because the conservatory now is getting pretty full. So today we've got these, which, all being well, I'm either going to stack it into the conservatory or stack into the box room. And what I'm trying to weigh up, sorry, that's we had another double bed here, which is all collapsed and folded up. So there's a mattress there, and I need to put another mattress there as well. So I'm going to crack on. I think the best logistical way to do this is going to be to empty the box room first. I think that's the order that I'm going to go in. Yeah, I think that's the order that I'm going to go in. And as I say, you've seen we've got charity clothes here. So these are suits to go to local Oxfam. We've got some books to go. Is it progress or is it not progress? That's the question. As they say, sometime later. This isn't going to look like anything's changed. This bedding, we've got vacuum bags over here to put that all in, and possibly some clothing as well. But I'm not going to do that right until one of the last jobs, basically, because once these are all compressed, you jag out all the air, and anyway, that's going to be a last minute job. So I've now moved these boxes over, so I've now got space to bring that single mattress up, and then in the box room now I've got rid of some laptops. These 2 laptops here, they're both on Windows 7, but they do still work. So I know Lucy Mendoza hasn't got a laptop, so yeah, I'm going to sort of not necessarily reformat them, but sort of get rid of the old programs and files off them. And then what I'm trying to do, or what I'm hoping to do soon, so the next big thing basically is to get most of the stuff out of here. That's going to go when we do the move. And basically we've now started, we've cleared that area over here, and then get Sandra's boxes what she wants here, because the conservatory now is pretty damn full. So, and then we've got these are sort of empty boxes, which I'm going to bring into here. They're on the landing at the moment, but I've got space. Right, let me go and get that single mattress from downstairs and get that back upstairs, and see how we go along with that one. Whew. A few minutes later, right, that mattress from downstairs is now upstairs. Put all the bedding into that box there for now. These are for Sandra to get through. Oh, please, fingers crossed soon. will know what's what. These wardrobes are empty. That unit is empty. There's just a couple of bits on it. Those bottles we've gone through there for somebody that I know, all being well, to upcycle. I've cleared the landing now of a load of crap. So back into the box room, Sandra's, in inverted commas, office. So those are packing boxes. That corner now is charity shop. That's all to go to charity shop. And those are the rest of Sandra's belongings. And then what I've done, again, we'll go downstairs in the living room in a minute. I've transported everything that we need for Christmas. When I say everything we need for Christmas, obviously we're still going to be wrapping up presents and things. So they're all downstairs. And then and then the conservatory is now pretty well at its limit. Right, so those there, that's where that mattress was. Hello, Rasha. What are you doing? You having a bit of a bounce? Hey, what's happening? All happening, is it, Basha? What are you doing? What are you doing? So that's all for Christmas to go through and sort out. There's some bottles of plonk that Sandra got from the nurseries, and then the conservatory is pretty well full. So this now, as I say, we're probably going to end up with a Luton van on a first haul. So this is easily going to fit into the back of a Luton van. And all being well, everything we've got upstairs. So the first lot of stuff we take over to Lincolnshire should be, I'm hoping, 80% of what we've got. So these fine cabinets, these are all to empty. I can't do anything on there, but that's just paperwork. But basically, and we've got, and you know who you are. I'm not going to mention a name at the moment. I've got a really kind offer from a viewer, subscriber, somebody that we know, who lives in Lincoln, who's offered to drive or pick up a van in Lincoln for us. And what we'll do is, as and when this is going to be probably after Christmas, we'll arrange for that van to be collected and then a run over to Manchester. So that's about 4 hours, something like that. Probably take a couple of hours to load up the van. So all being well, we can have this done early mid-afternoon. Then we'll get the person into a local hotel for the night, go and have a meal together and a couple of drinks. And then the following day, trip over to Lincolnshire, unpack the van into the storage area that I've got at the moment, if that's still going to be there. And then he can then drop the van off for the end of its rental period, all being well, over 2 days. And I was having a look online. Just let me get this price seems a bit too cheap to me. Just hang on, let me pull this up on the. So as I say, if you know anywhere that we can hire a Luton van, so this is a company called readyrentacar.co.uk. And this seems to me to be really reasonable. That's a daily rate of £84. You can hire for a full week for £234. Obviously, that's a weekend rate. That seems very, very, very affordable. Obviously, we've got fuel on top of that, so that's going to be that's £500, 50. So in my car, it's about 30 quid each way. So probably 50, another 100 quid in fuel on top of that. But that's that's a Peugeot Luton, and that's got a tail lift on it as well. So that's one we're looking at there. Right, I need to go and get myself a drink, and I'm going to do something what's needed to be done for the last few months. Can you guess what's just arrived in the post? So if you've been watching me doing product reviews, and I'm looking at apps on my phone, you possibly can't see, but this screen protector here is just turn that screen off. It's minging. It's all tattered and it's been coming off for ages. So I've got a new phone screen protector. But what I'm going to do before I put it on the phone, I'm just going to make sure that they've definitely sent the right one. Once I took off my old screen protector, they sent a wrong one. So let's just go and have a double check that what's in the packet is what should be, and it'll fit on my phone. And boom, I was suspicious. They've sent for the wrong version of my phone. So contacting them, that's going back and reorder another one. So yeah, for the next few days I'm still going to have a bit of blurb on my phone. I'm taking myself up to a walk to what we call Top Shops. So it's about a 10-15 minute walk away from where I live. So there's a general store here, chemist, and in the general store there's a post office. So I've got a couple of cards to go in the post to America, so I need to go to the desk and pay for those. And I've got a little something here I'm going to post for Dan and Mazzy as a Christmas present. So get that in the post, and all being well, it will arrive in time for Christmas, although the Christmas cards are about a week late to what I should be doing. So another beautiful day. So I'm on the south side of the road here, and there's no frost here, and once again I've got my warm boots on, and then this side of the road over here, shooting into the sun, is still all frozen up. I don't know if you can see the frost. We had a real heavy frost last night, and all the autumn leaves are down. What I might do on the way back, I might take you up to what we used to call Bluebell Woods and take you up a passage and reminisce about some of my younger days. And one of the biggest memories was doing this walk I'm on now, but doing it on a space hopper. Like you do when you're, I don't know, whatever, 10, 11 years old. So if you can just imagine me now on a space hopper up here coming up to the top shops. So boing, boing, boing. And then what happened after I've been to the shops, I will fess up and confess in a moment. But let's get into the shop and get these items posted and out of the way. A beautiful, beautiful winter's day. I know that some of you that are viewing this will know the area that I live. And going back many years ago, these were known as the Well-Green Shops. So the chemist has been there, and there used to be news agents there, Davison's. Those that will know the area will know. All change. And then, let's say, you know the area, and then just come in here on my left, a place of many, many, many happy memories. So there used to be a pub here, can't see it now, called the Well-Green. My dad was the cellarman for a number of years, so he used to be in there in the morning sorting out the cellar, doing the bottling up and things like that. I think I mentioned a story about him in the past. So at weekends and school holidays for a bit of pocket money, then I think he used to get a tanner, a sixpence, something like that, to help him do the bottling up. And there's a massive Whitbread pub, and yeah, that's where I cut my my drinking days in here. It's all flats now. It was an amazing pub as well. There is a photograph of the pub called the Well-Green by myself, took on 35mm film with a tobacco coking filter. I'm sure if you go onto Google Images and search for the Well-Green pub, that photograph will come up. It appeared on a number of postcards. So I'm just going to go up this passageway here. So again, a lot of people that move into the area that aren't from round here, the people don't explore where they live anymore. So this is a major cut through onto what's called Shea Lane. So obviously as a boy we used to come up here, these panels here, these concrete panels, these like sort of concrete fencing used to be open, so there's a woods behind here. And then my confession is somewhere, should I lift that over? Somewhere in those woods there was a tree, and it had a branch sticking out. It's a bit like an elephant's trunk. It had a big bow on it like that. So I'd bounced up to the shops on my space hopper, so boing, 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 and then decided to come and climb some trees like you do when you're a boy. And I got onto this branch and I slipped and I fell on my back literally right on my back. And I think it's the first time in my life I actually winded myself, and I couldn't get my breath together. I was lucky I didn't do any damage to my lungs. So I'd actually gone on my back, and he's like, and he's trying to get your breath together. And I sort of got home carrying the space hopper because I couldn't walk, and my back was done in. I'm only little, and I got in. My back, mum, my back. My mum's going, what's up, Neil? What's up, Neil? Sort of in a real panic. I said, I fell off my space hopper, mum. But I hadn't. I fell out of a tree. True story. And my mum never knew what happened that day. Right, up this passage we go. Okay, so this wood area now should be open. I don't know if we can actually get into it. I'll try at the top. Can I get in here? Yeah. So we used to do a lot of playing in these woods here. Kids don't play anymore. They just don't play. And all around here, it's all overgrown now. It was very, 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 very wet. All around here, there was like a cycle track. I don't know, you kids would call it a BMX track now, I suppose, that we'd sort of made. So we used to get old bikes, and you just swap the wheels and gears and change, and handlebars. Remember the big handlebars and things like that? And then we had a cycle track going all the way around here, all those years ago. And then I can remember coming down here with my brother's. Unfortunately, he's dead now, but my brother was, I don't know, about 12, 13 years older than me, something like that. And I'd sometimes come down here, or he'd bring me down here to play in the woods. And I can remember, I don't know, the tree will still be here probably. One of these trees, he got some great big long, I don't know, there must have been like about 6-inch nails, and he was nailed them in, and then he sort of climbed to the top of the trees with these nails. Obviously it's not really good for a tree if you do that, but yeah, and as I say, you could come into the woods and spend hours in here just playing. And so if you were a boy or a girl, did you come in playing the woods? In fact, there is a bit of a track still around here. I don't know whether, yeah, so this we used to have like this cycle track used to come all the way around. Oh, just seen a squirrel. Yeah, and then we used to come down here. So this obviously comes to the end of the woods. We used to come down here and we used to go up on the bank, right up on the bank along the top, and all the way down there. Yeah, woods. You could spend all day. I used to literally come out in the mornings, and the rule at home was I had to be home by dusk. When it was dark, that was the end of my day. You knew it was time to go home, and you just come out and spend all day just playing with your mates. You used to make go-karts bogies out of old pram wheels. Remember Silver Cross prams? Now it cost a fortune. People used to dump them down the lanes. I used to hacksaw the back wheels off, they were bigger, and then hacksaw the front wheels off. Then you get an old plank and you'd get some nails and bend the nails over, and then on the smaller wheels you'd do them on a separate plank. And then we didn't have a drill, we were poor, we couldn't afford a drill. So with a red hot screwdriver heated up over the gas stove, you'd burn a hole through the top plank and onto the plank where the front wheels were, and a bit of washing line, and you've got yourself a way to steer. And then you got shoes, and then you used to have those metal things. You used to taps in your heels and put your feet down and creating sparks. So come back out here, and then in front of me I've got Ash Farm. So Sandra's already mentioned here, but where the tree line is, and as far as this goes to Manchester Airport, you probably can't see there's a control tower over there. That's Manchester Airport, and I can zoom in on that and all. Let me just try. Yeah, I don't know if you can see, but there's actually a control tower. That's how close we are to Manchester Airport. It's probably 2 miles away. But from that hedge line that you can see there where the trees are, thousands, no, not hundreds, but thousands of homes are going to get built. The whole green belt, all of it is fucking going, and the same throughout the whole of Greater Manchester. Absolute disgrace. And that green belt is between us and Manchester Airport. It's there for a reason, and it's all going. We won't be here. We won't be here. Right, let's back down the passage. Go home, go and say hello back to Russia, and think about what we're going to do for tea tonight. This is 3 days. Is it 4 days? 4 days later. Do you remember we had the fire in the back garden? So I'm just clearing up some of the stuff we've heard. And believe it or believe it not, that is still hot. So I'm just putting some stuff into a bin. So say we end up doing the right load of papers. Right, I need to some stage. I need to get these photographed and get onto free cycle. Oh dearie dear, it's getting dark. Sun's just going down, so I think I'm going to do a spag bol for tea, which I won't bore you with me doing it because you've seen me doing that in the past. I've just had a really funny email come in. Well, a couple of hours ago. So, as you know, as a YouTuber, you get offered product reviews and things like that. Or things like this, things like that. And I spend about 10, maybe 15 minutes a day on TikTok. It's very in your face TikTok. It's very Marmite. Either you get it or you don't get it. And I got my own little TikTok channel. I've got 100 subscribers. Whoa! And I've got a friend on Facebook to me I know who's got over 1 million subs on TikTok. Over 1 million. So my channel is tiny. It's just a bit of fun. But I've got a review coming in of something. I won't say what it is yet. But they've asked me if I can do a TikTok of it as well. So, that's the third company that's asked me to do a TikTok of their products as well as the YouTube, reviews. So, yeah, that could be interesting. Those of a certain age, if you're over 17 or 18, are you on TikTok? I'm probably one of the oldest people actually on TikTok. Right. This video has gone on a little bit. I think it's gone on a little bit. Hope you've enjoyed it. And as ever, if you're a new subscriber here or a new viewer and you've only just recently discovered us, big thumbs up for being out there, and for everybody that's been loyal and watches the videos, likes the videos and comments on the videos. That really does mean a lot. It really does. And I know on Saturdays you've been getting product reviews off me, and that's not everybody's cup of tea. But my views on a Saturday, if I put up a regular video, the views on a Saturday are pretty poor. But those that actually watch the product reviews and comment or like those product reviews, that helps me grow my channel and obviously helps us sustain what we do as a content creator to bring you content going forward. Thanks everybody. I think you're all, every single one of you out there, I think you're all amazing.